These surprisingly easy and surprisingly tasty crab biscuits are going to be one of your favorite dishes to make and eat. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're gonna make Cheddar Bay Biscuits with crab and lemon butter. It's gonna be fantastic. We're not gonna make it from scratch. We're gonna use this. You can buy this in your store. You've all seen this. In fact, my kids loved this when they were kids. They're still kids, but at any rate, anyhow, the Red Lobster biscuit mix, we're gonna make that. We're going to use lump crab, and we're gonna finish it off with butter and lemon. That's the lemon butter. And then in the crab, we're gonna have mayonnaise. This is about a half a cup, about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, about a half teaspoon of onion powder. We've got about 2 to 3 cloves of minced garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, about 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, about 1 tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning. We've got 4 ounces of Parmesan. We're gonna use a half a sleeve of Ritz crackers. We're gonna cut beat them up and make them into little pieces. We're gonna beat them up. And let's see, and in the actual mix, we're gonna put about a half teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and then we're gonna use what's in the box, which calls for some water and the ingredients in the box, and about a half a cup of cheddar. We're gonna make that freshly grated cheddar, and I think that's everything we have. I'm gonna cook it in a tin, a muffin, what is this called? Muffin tin. Muffin tin. I'm gonna cook this in a muffin tin. I did all but one, so you know I'll need to, I don't think I'll take all that. But anyhow, we're gonna should make about eight of these, and this is gonna be delicious. So we're gonna make our Ritz crackers. We're gonna use about a half of a sleeve. I think that's pretty good. I'm good with that. All right, so we're done with this, and we've got our breadcrumbs, and we have lump crab here. Now, you don't need to get jumbo lump crab meat like you're making crab cakes, because this is not.
Because this is crab biscuits. There's a difference.
Yeah, these are crab biscuits. This doesn't require that kind of thing. A tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a half cup of mayonnaise.
What is it?
I call it mayonnaise. I know people call it mayonnaise, but there's a big Y in there. So
it's mayonnaise.
My kids have made fun of me saying that forever. A couple cloves of garlic minced nicely. About a half teaspoon of onion powder. You don't want it minced unnicely. I mean, if you're gonna mince your garlic, do not do it unnicely. Okay, and the salt and pepper. And that's it, except for, okay, yeah, that's actually it for this. And we're not gonna beat the living heck out of this. We just wanna mix this up. The recipe I call for, that I got, calls for 8 ounces. This is already gonna have plenty of cheese in it, so I'm going with 4 ounces. This is fine. I have every belief that this is gonna taste great. You don't want to tear up the lumps too much, so that's good right there. All right, that is ready. So Mrs. Brooks, would you tell me on the box how much water I'm supposed to have? I think it's a half a cup. It may be 3/4, I don't know.
Yeah, it's 3/4 of a cup of cold water.
All right, 3 cups of, all right, so let's get some cold water. I'll get that from the fridge. And a half a cup of shredded cheese. We're gonna use cheddar cheese, obviously. And avoid the bag, okay? Avoid the bag cheese. It's just not as good. Now I heard Guy Fieri say it has silica on it. I don't know what it has on it, but it has something to coat it to stop it from sticking together in the bag. This doesn't, so this is going to be much better. And that's probably a half cup right there. That's close enough. And we have our Italian seasoning, about a half teaspoon. I did look at Gordon Ramsay's recipe. He makes this from scratch. And so I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients first. So now comes the water. Now, Gordon Ramsay doesn't use the butter at the end. He uses the butter in here, like real biscuits that people make that have butter nice and cold in small chunks. That probably makes a better biscuit. All right, so we're in pretty good shape here. I don't have all this incorporated. We don't want to over mix this. Okay, so everything's ready to go. Our oven has been put on 375. It's preheated and it's at 375. I think I have everything in here except putting the stuff together. and I'm gonna do that in just a minute. I do need to get some flour so I can stop the stuff from sticking to my fingers, and wash this off and be right back. Cheddar Bay Biscuits originated by Red Lobster's culinary director Kurt Hankins in 1992. The restaurant's hush puppies were not very popular, so an alternative was needed. At first they were given as samples and became so popular that they replaced the hush puppies. Today the biscuit mix is sold in grocery stores and many people make them at home. The addition of crab meat and lemon butter became popular in the United States, some say in the last 10 years. Gordon Ramsay has a recipe from scratch, but we're going to make ours from Red Lobster's biscuit mix in a box. Okay, so you're gonna get some flour on your hands so this doesn't stick. We're gonna grab a little bit of this, maybe a little more, and we're gonna have to have more flour. And we're gonna form a little ball, and then we're gonna put it in the muffin tin. This is something you hope turns out despite your apparent ineptitude. The way this is supposed to be is this is supposed to be firm enough that you can make a little punt in it and fill that up with crab. And then cover it up with the remainder of the dough, and we're gonna finish that. We're gonna get 8 out of these, and we'll see how they turn out. All right, so we have our oven at 375. This should cook for about 13 to 15 minutes. We'll see how long it takes. These are done, in my opinion. Okay, so this actually took about 17 minutes to do. I'm gonna let it cool just a little bit, but they should pop right out of there. And then I've got the butter ready to go. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and I've got my, I just need a tablespoon of a lemon to go into this butter. And this should be just about right. I got the butter melted. And that's gonna be a full tablespoon by the time we get this done. Ah, that's it right there. And I'm gonna see how these come out. I'm gonna get a little fork. Oh, these are absolutely coming out. Look at that. He said, oh yeah, look at that. Sharon always checks my expiration dates on these things, and that Pam is not, it did not exceed 2019, so I feel pretty good about it. She cleaned the pantry out the other day, which is kind of funny, because she said, do you think the flour might be getting stale? I said, well, maybe, I don't know how long. So I looked at the bag and it says, you know, it's expired in 2021. And I'm thinking, this is 2025. Probably. Anyhow, so we're ready to put these on. Oh, they look good. Let me scoot this over just a tad. Oh, look at those, it came out nicely. You can smell the crab in them too. Oh, and see the cheese looks great. I put the butter in here, we got that. Let's go ahead and clean this off and mix this up. Ah, there we go. So we got nice lemon butter. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of parsley on here, just as a nice little sprinkle. And then I'm gonna put this here, and my wife will arrange that where it actually should go. And then she'll take a picture of this, and we're gonna have a bite. I can tell you this, you can smell the crab in these right now. I'm getting ready to take a bite. That is so seafood. So get your crunch at the end. What do you think? I think it tastes good. It's definitely crab tasting. Mm-hmm. I like it. Mm-hmm. And you taste the cheddar cheese a little bit. It's clearly the Red Lobster taste. Mm-hmm. I think this could, you know what? I think it could have cooked at a little higher temperature. The box calls for 425. My recipe called for 375. I think I would go for 400.
Split the difference.
I'd split the difference and cook these at 400. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you? There
yeah,
you go.
I mean, they're good and they're done, but I think just having that extra little bit.
I think it's right. So that's my recommendation on that. Don't go with the 375, go with the 400. 15 minutes or so, check them and see if they're getting brown, and I think they'll be great. And listen, if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe and comment. If you try these, let me know how they came out. And I'll see you next time on
while you're in the kitchen.